you are looking at, and Giles is in the background saying, "Hey, whoa, dude, we're here," and stuff. You look inside this first tent, and it appeared to be lived in for sure, Clanker. There's a bedroll, some spare clothing, some personal items scattered about in this tent. Pieces of paper and parchment and whatnot. And also in the back, you can tell that there is a skull. There's like a skull just sitting there on a box.
Whoa.
And you can see that there's some ration packs in there, probably enough for a week or so. A couple of books. So, nobody's in this tent, but it's not like they maybe they left in a hurry, because all of their personal belongings are here. I mean, that's nothing that you would need to roll a check on.
How does the camp look, Dave? Aside from the map, does anything look disturbed? Is what I want to know. Does it look like something maybe had happened here, or does it just look like an abandoned camp?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look like there was any any type of struggle here,
right,
or anything like that. It doesn't seem like it.
It's like the people just got up and went away, basically.
Correct.
Does it look like they might have been on foot, or did they have like horses?
Yeah. Look around, Norv, man. See if. I mean, there's bound to be more tracks than just the ones we were tracking. There's bound to be the tracks. I don't know how long ago these people were here. But maybe their tracks have faded. But there's got to be some sign of them.
Why don't you guys check out these tents while I look around the outskirts of the camp?
Well, I'll tell you what I found in this first tent.
What is it?
It looks as if they left quickly, because everything seems to be here, but there's a skull in here at the back.
A skull?
A skull?
Yes,
yeah,
a
there
skull.
were some books and whatnot too.
Let's go take a look at that.
Well, I'll step back and let them look at that, and while they're looking at the skull, I'll actually check this next tent. Just peeking in to see what's in there.
Sure.
And while we're in that tent, when I see the books, I want to see what the books are of. Like if it's a grimoire, or if it's...
Yeah. I spread them out so you can see all their covers. A book is probably a little bit too much for you to pick up. So I spread the books out so you can read the names. And I look at the skulls. The skull looks like something that's been like, a long time as a skull, not something that's been recent.
it's definitely got holes, decaying holes in it and stuff from where the calcium and stuff has left it, and
this is an older skull.
Does it look human?
Definitely, definitely, for sure.
Maybe this was like some sort of conversation piece or something like you put on your coffee table, maybe, honey.
I love it.
Are there any? I'll search for. Are there any other bones around, or just the skull?
No, just the skull, some books. Like I said, there's about a week's worth of rations in this tent also.
Now, Honey Baby was looking at these books. I mean, can we tell the contents
read
of these
books, the parchments, if there's anything written on those, see what we could tell about these people.
Exactly. Their interests were, at least.
Yeah,
were they like anthropologists or something? I'm just looking at this skull here. I don't know. Were they looking for like the missing link out here or what?
Might have been archaeologists.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're reading through these books, and one of the languages that you can read, I believe Honeysuckle, you can pretty much decipher any language.
Yeah, she's got every language I learned.
Yeah. Well, these books are on subjects of magic, the occult, and necromancy.
Oh, we got some trouble. What language is it written in? So I know.
It is written in dark speech.
Okay.
Guys, this ain't good.
What is it, Honeysuckle?
Okay, see these letters here? That's dark speech. That's like what the orcs were talking.
Right.
And this is bad magics.
Oh, okay.
And there's
What
also
kind
a
of bad
name
magics, baby?
that is written in dark speech in these books.
Okay.
And it says here, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right in common, Adelmar Klemp?
I don't know who that is, but what kind of magic?
Wasn't
bad
the mayor
magic
named
is it?
Clemp?
Very good, Norv. Very good, yes. But that's not that Klemp, though.
Yeah, it would be like maybe a brother or a son, maybe. It
Who's
looks
this
like a
Clint
boy.
person you're talking about now? Has my memory slipped me here? Is there a Clint person that I should know?
The mayor, yeah. Remember the mayor you met in the inn? That was Mayor
indeed,
Clemp.
our friendly neighborhood mayor. Yeah.
He bought you a round
my
of
God.
drinks? Yeah, gee, love it.
This
Very
is like
strange.
stuff like necromancy and stuff like
The
that.
mayor did say he
Right?
had like a cabin out in the woods or something, right? Wasn't that?
He said he lived about a
commuted
mile
to
away. Yeah,
Yeah,
about a
he
mile,
commuted
2
to
miles
town.
away from Last Hope, yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
I wonder what he's getting up to. I don't know why he. This isn't his name, though, right? This is a different Clint. But yeah.
Did you get the mayor's first name?
Just
I'm
he
sure he's
just
always
referred to
said
himself as Mayor Klemp.
that. Yeah.
Now, he
It's
had
all
a
up in the
conversation
haze of
with
Swift
you.
North, I can't remember.
He had a conversation with you at one
Yeah.
point, Willie, and I will let you do a. I will let
Like
you
an
do
Ed roll,
a.
remember it?
No, give me a perception check with one bane, because
Okay.
you were basically hammered, almost hammered at the time that you were having this conversation.
Alright, so that's a 4, okay. Perception, is it? Okay.
Yeah. And he lives about he lives
I'll give him
about
my halfling luck
4
for that.
miles from town, actually.
Yeah,
That's horrible.
I don't know. I think his name was Clem. That's about all I remember.
You do remember,
I
yeah,
know he was very
Yeah.
helpful, too.
Clem,
He was very
yeah.
helpful.
If it helps, I'm going to give him my halfling good fortune for that
It's
roll.
not gonna help, don't worry.
Go ahead and re-roll. That means he gets to re-roll, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead and do
All right,
a
let's-
do a new Bane roll. Do a new Bane roll.
Oh, I knew Bane roll? Yeah.
Oh, it's not gonna matter anyway. So.
Yeah, it's not gonna matter. Unless the Bane was a 1. Let's see if the
Your
Bane was No whammy. No. Hey, the Bane
Oh!
was 1 day, alright. Wow.
Wow, that was clutch, man. Well, the
So,
thing
yeah.
that you remember
As I
about
re-spark my bold days, something actually does come to me.
oh yeah,
what
that's
I was
right.
needing. My pipe went out. I sparked it back up, and there's like a flash of insight as soon as the molecules of the smoke interacted with my brain.
Yeah, you remember now as you know all of a sudden you got your blanket on your lap. You all
Of course I
right,
do.
Willie?
I gotta have my blankie day.
Okay, all right. You remember that he is the son. Adelmar Klemp is the son of Mayor Klemp. And
Yeah.
Mayor Klemp was telling you that, as the night was getting, later and later, he was getting a little bit more intoxicated along with you. And he had sent his son to the Academy of Occult Sciences in faraway Liege. And he says, oh, I'm so proud of my son. He was accepted to the Academy of Occult Sciences.
I'm sure we toasted to that and everything.
Yeah,
it's all haze,
sure,
haze of memories,
yeah, a
dude.
couple of times probably.
Yeah. Right on, man. Alop is gonna be the greatest necromancer ever, dude. Wow.
If Giles remembers the school's name,
Yeah, well,
if he remembers it and speaks it all out, would I know about this? Because I want to learn how to be a magician, so I would know about the schools, especially working and living in the library.
Oh, of course you. It's not the type of school that you would want to go to.
But I'm sure I would know about it.
Absolutely, you would know. Yeah, of course you would. You know, this is a place where, you know, they work with the dead. This is, you know, where a lot of good people go and change.
So yeah, man, this looks like this might be the mayor's son, dude. I thought he was supposed to be off at college, you know,
but that's
frat parties and stuff right now.
That's not a good college to go to. They work with the dead. They do necromancies.
In the heat of the moment, all the drink flowing, it sounded like he had a promising future ahead of him. I had no idea he was resurrecting the dead.
In a good way.
Yeah, well, of course Ashford looks disfavorably upon necromancy. It is an abomination to raise a dead soul back into the land of the living. Anything else in here, man? Let's look in these other tents. It looks like he had people assisting him.
Well, yeah, Clanker has moved over to the second tent.
Yeah, okay.
And the second tent is it's a larger tent, definitely the largest of the three, and it has a symbol that's drawn in dung.
God.
On the drawn in dung at the entrance to this tent.
Before we leave that tent, I'm gonna stuff the week's worth of rations in my pack.
What's the symbol? What does the symbol look like?
Book and everything for proof that it's him.
Yeah, I'll stuff the book.
Sure. Okay.
My stuff for you. That's going.
Now, as for the symbol, why don't you give me an intelligence check?
Who? Me?
You. Because you're the one looking at it. It's definitely drawn in dung. And you have no clue. It's just a bunch of scrabble to you.
These rolls, though, we have the shittiest rolls possible.
That's okay. I'll just simply shrug and just open it up and look inside of it.
Lots of pretty pictures. A lot of pretty pictures and symbols and ghouls and ghosts and looks like, you know, walkers and zombies and all kinds of things. A lot of magical runes and just a language that I do not believe that you understand, and I'll tell you in just a second. You do not understand it. It's in a bunch of scrabble.
I'll look in and I'll look out and simply shrug. It's like, well, looks like more mumbo jumbo over here in this tent.
What? I don't know what that means.
I don't know either. It's just a bunch of stuff.
It's probably in this language that this guy is corresponding in, honey baby. Why don't you get
You guys seem to be more knowledgeable in that area. Perhaps you'll want to look at it.
Thank you for the compliment there, Clank. I am very knowledgeable. Anytime you want to talk, man, I got my ears up.
God. So
we got one more tent here. You want to hit that up, Clank?
What are you doing with the book?
I put the books in my pack because Honey Baby wanted to look at them later. So.
Okay, sounds good.
I would like to keep them around for proof that it is this guy.
I'll take the skull too.
Sure, you're gonna set it down on the ground so she can kind of struggle with lifting the pages over and whatnot.
Once we
Definitely,
get back to the
yes.
end, I'll read it. I'll flip
it. He has his marking in those books, Honeysuckle, and these are more books that are actually written in high archaic this time.
What?
And definitely more secrets of necromancy. Basically, books on starting levels of magic, basically.
Okay.
And as you're also give me with a boon, you can give me a perception check, Honeysuckle, while you're looking through this book. Nice rolls, guys.
I should have rolled that for a bang, but
unbelievable.
Oh,
nice.
Boy, it doesn't matter.
You find a couple of incantations too, kind of tucked away in the back of the book. Two more incantations of this necromancy magic.
Whoa.
We have, it's written in High Archaic, and it's a lot more necromancy, and like early spell, like he's just starting to learn this stuff, but I think he might, by the looks of it, just be a little higher than this.
I'm tempted to just start this campfire up and toss these freaking books in it, man. But we may need them for later. So let's
You two would know this better than me and Clanker, but how does the church fit into all this?
Well, Astrid abhors freaking necromancy, man. The beliefs that I follow, man, want the soul to ascend immediately. The soul does not desire to be down here. It desires to be up in heaven, or if it's corrupt, in the fucking flames of hell, dude. But it doesn't need to be walking around into some sort of abomination of unlife, like this type of magic that Honey Baby's talking about, propounds, you know. We don't approve of necromancy, nor the long and short of it.
It's bad.
That's good to know.
Well, I mean, nobody wants to have a bunch of zombies and skeletons running around, you know, killing people. You know.
Did you say zombies?
I said zombies.
Oh God.
Well, yeah, no.
I'll give you another tell there.
Honeysuckle checking out
well.
the last 10 it looks like.
The necromancy.
Yeah, those are the necromancy incantations that you have found.
Okay,
I'm
getting ready to start raising the dead.
That stuff scares me.
Okay.
And it's not the kind of magic that I want to learn. So I'm gonna keep them stuffed in there, and tell Giles to grab these books.
Well, you know, this is just the case of a young kid probably going astray, dude. He's probably not beyond saving me. You know, he just went down the wrong road. His father seems very proud of him. Let's just get this stuff and take it with us, and maybe talk to his dad or something. It looks like something, they got lost, or either something happened to him.
These two loose spells here. It looks like this one's named Grave Grass.
That sounds lovely.
In common, and the other one is Bone Splinters.
Oh my god! Yeah. This is not the type of magic we need to be playing around with, there, Honey Baby.
I'm not familiar with magic at all. What does that kind of magic do?
Well, like I said, this kind of magic creates zombies and then skeletons, and it gives life to things that should be dead, or it not resurrects in the sense of the true resurrection, but it breathes life into dead flesh, the semblance of life. Kind of like our metal friend here, but on a different scale.
I'm reading, and the grave one looks like you have to have a circle on the ground. It doesn't last long, but it's like rotting hands rise from the ground.
Sort of like the circle that you see in front of that tent.
This shit circle here, this little dun circle. Like this over here, baby. I indicate.
Darkness spreads through the area, and this is some scary stuff, guys.
Do you think they were hoisted on their own petard, as they say? You know, maybe they delved a little too deep into this dark madness, and it came up and bit them in the ass, maybe.
So the mayor's son looks like he was trying to bring something to life here. Is that what you take? That what you get out of this?
We can't speculate that far there, Norva. Let's see what's in that last tent that Clank's got. And Honey Baby, look into this tent here. There's a symbol on the ground here. But I don't know. Maybe don't touch it. But fly in there and see what was in there.
Well, let's not disturb that circle, because who knows what that'll do.
Don't break the circle.
Soul Clanker.
It might be too late.
Clanker?
It's like a huge tread mark over the circle. It's like tank tracks.
Clanker, you get closer to this third tent, and as you get closer, about a dozen and a half rats scurry from the opening of this tent. And as you whisk the opening of the tent, it just a wall of rot and death and stench greets you.
Oh my god.
Your sensors are just going absolutely crazy.
It wasn't me this time, baby. It wasn't me.
And inside this third tent, as the roaches and the rats are just scurrying out of it, you can see that there are 4 decomposing cadavers.
Oh my god.
And anybody want to take a
What's
shot?
What's all that racket over there, Clank? Sounds like a small zoo was inside that tent.
Well, I kind of tipped my head back. Was like, well, there's a bunch of rats just ran out of here. I believe that if I were still one who ate, the contents of my stomach may be on the ground now.
It doesn't smell very pleasant, even over here.
There's a bunch. There are 4 decomposing bodies in here.
Oh my god! Oh
Yes.
lord!
It's not a very pretty sight.
No, it's not.
So if you have a weak stomach, you may not want to look.
Right. I take out like a handkerchief and put it over my face.
I'm going to stay over here and look at the dung marking.
Sure.
I can smell like a little dung more than I can that.
I'm gonna take a look at these bodies.
It's the same type of symbol that's on that incantation that
Oh
you
my
threw.
God.
Okay, so it's in hierarchic.
Yeah. Now, as for Giles and Clanker, as you look inside of this third tent again, and all these rats and roaches are scurrying out of it, you can see that these corpses have, there are cuts on them with medical tools, keeping the wounds open, and it looks like some procedures have been performed on these. And 2 of these corpses move.
Oh shit! Whoa!
As
we got a live one here, Clank.
Yeah, it looks like 2 of them. And these 2 corpses, it looks like they are animated. So we will go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh my god.
2 corpses are coming out of the... Looks like 2 of the corpses were having some type of experiments done on them. And 2 corpses are actually coming out of the tent at you. So what it is...
Humanoid as well?
Yeah, I wanted to ask right quick today.
Sure.
Just from my casual glance at these corpses before they started moving. Did any of them look like the appropriate age to be the mayor's son? If not, I mean, if I couldn't tell, that's fine. But I'm kind of worried about the little guy,
Yeah, no.
This might have been something that he and his gang were getting up to, or whatever.
Yeah, all of these creatures were basically all wrapped the same way.
Okay, all right, yeah. These were experiments that they were testing out their fucking necromancy on. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like these were all buried the same way. If you get my drift there.
I see. All right, the pieces are falling into place. Okay.
So we will go ahead and we'll take our break now.